Hi, welcome to Local Flavor. I'm Deborah Anderson, and we're here in Moreland at Aunt Faye's Community Kitchen, getting ready to make Philly cheesesteak enchiladas. Because when I saw this idea, I was like, I love Philly cheesesteak, but it is such a mess. And I thought this way, it might be a little less mess. So we'll see. I am starting out with a couple of green onions, and I'm going to keep the whites and the greens separate. And I have my pan getting hot. Ooh, there is an earthquake. I'm not kidding. What is that? Somebody must have a big truck. All right, so there are our green onions cut up. And I got olive oil. We need 2 teaspoons in our hot pan. And then, you know, Philly cheesesteak has that really thin sliced beef. And I thought, it's going to be so hard on me. And so I was looking for the steak that would be easy to cut up. And would you believe I saw this on the website? Dylan's has it already cut up. Is that amazing? How lucky. I only needed about 10 ounces, but it's 14. We'll just have some meatier sandwiches. So I'm not gonna keep out 4 ounces. So I could not believe it. It was like, wow, I didn't even know about this. So I'm gonna put in this, and I need to let it cook for a couple of minutes without even being disturbed. So we'll just let it sit in there, and I'll put a cover on it. I should probably put a little bit of salt in it, or we're going to be complaining later. So we'll let that go for 2 minutes while we prepare the stuff we're going to put in. And so I need about 6 ounces of all of these things: green, red pepper, and onion. So I think I won't need as much as are here. Uh-oh. I just mixed up the greens and the whites. These are already washed. So I have a scale here to help me keep track. Oh. It's not right. Okay. As I put in ounces, that will bump up. I need to get about at least 6. And I like these to be cut big enough that they are easy to pick out and put on the sandwiches. And I want it to be at least 6 pieces because we're making 6 sandwiches. Yeah, that looks like it has a weird spot. Look at this. I'll just go to a different one. Okay. Who loves red peppers? They are awesome. Did you know that paprika is just red bell peppers, dried up and ground up? There we have it. Now you know something new. And purple onion. I probably do not need too much of this. Want it in kind of triangle shaped. By Jove, I think we've got it. Maybe just a little bit more green. And I better hurry because I'm running out of time over here. This doesn't look like it's getting very cooked at all. We didn't make much progress. So in the meanwhile, let's put our peppers and onions in. Oh, pardon me. And a little bit of garlic salt. I'd say at least a half a teaspoon. Oops, I always open the wrong end, and then we have some pretty spicy garlic bread. Look at my garlic salt. We keep it next to the stove. It happens every time. Okay, we went about a half a teaspoon to maybe a 1 full teaspoon. We have a little bit of extra meat, so we probably better be a little more generous. I better get a stirring stick. Wonder why you are. Oh, that's because it's supposed to be on medium high and I had it on medium low because it's the opposite of how mine is at home. Now it sounds like it wants to do something. I'll just let you go. We're gonna bake these a little too, but I still want these to be fairly done. This needs to go for about 5 or 6 minutes. And I'll put a little bit of beef broth in closer to the end. But let's let this cook down a little bit for about 5 or 6 minutes and come back and work on it some more.
The team at Homestead Assisted Living is a proud supporter of the Hayes community. Located just west of the Sternberg Natural History Museum, Homestead is a warm and welcoming community where residents receive compassionate care from licensed professionals. If you're curious about senior living options for yourself or a loved one, make Homestead your first call. Our kind and courteous staff would love to show you around and answer any questions you may have. Call us today to schedule a tour of Homestead or visit us online at homesteadofhayes.com.
From the soil to the sky, you're dedicated to your farm operation. Through it all, Rogers & Associates Insurance is standing beside you and your business. We can customize an insurance plan for your operation. We provide coverage for residential needs, personal property, and outbuildings. We also cover farm and irrigation equipment, ATVs, and other farm autos. Contact Rogers & Associates Insurance to protect your farm operation.
Hey, welcome back. Our beef is all cooked and we're ready to build our enchiladas. And then while they're cooking, we're gonna cook them at 400 for just maybe 7 to 10 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm gonna make some sauce to put on top. It's really easy sauce. That's why I have this. So let's build our enchiladas real quick. I'm gonna split everything up between 6 of these. And we won't put the sauce on until they're done baking. Also, I wanted to tell you, what am I forgetting is mozzarella cheese. I wanted to tell you I did put the whites of the onions in here already. So I'm gonna put about just an ounce of mozzarella cheese, or if there's extra, maybe, it doesn't matter. But I want it to kind of get into this. We'll put more mozzarella on top. Okay, I want to make sure I have at least one of each color in there, and then I'll go kind of wild. Everything's cooked, so they don't need to be in the oven too long, just enough to kind of get the tortillas a little crispy. I might have left that lid on too long. Look how juicy that is. One piece, look at this, was not cut up right. Somebody's gonna have a challenge on their dental work on that one. Well, maybe that was way too much beef because look at, I've saved the green onions to top it with later. So after we put the cream sauce on and a little bit more cheese, then we're going to put the green onions, the green part of our onions, and some other crispy fried onions. So they will be awesome. I feel like that one needs more green. Okay, good enough. I'm just going to cook them on this tiny little one. So I'll roll them up, cook them at 400 about 7 to 10 minutes. And while they're cooking, I will make the cream sauce. Okay, I'll just tell you what's in the cream sauce. It is, I also added the beef broth while we were on break. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. But the cream sauce is just about a 1/4 cup of water and then 1 ounce of cream cheese. I'll probably make double that because I like more sauce on them. So I'll probably make 1/2 cup of water. And then after you get that all melted together, then you put some more mozzarella in it, just another ounce. This is supposed to only be 2 servings, but it's pretty hearty. Oh my heavens, stay in there, you little. Okay, let me get these in the oven and I'll be right back to make the sauce. Our enchiladas have been in the oven and are almost ready, so we need to hurry and make the sauce. And I'm gonna go ahead and double it and make, I let this set out a long time. Nice and soft. So I have a 1/2 cup water, and now I'm putting in 2 ounces of cream cheese. And once we get that to simmer, I'm gonna add another ounce of mozzarella. And that's what we'll pour over. We'll pour that over our enchiladas and then top them with these green onions and crispy fried onions. Just makes them pretty awesome. It's not easy to get these to melt together, even though that was super, super, super. That's my enchiladas. Watch this pot. Ooh. Well, they got plenty crispy. So let me put them here where you can see them. So I need to get busy on this sauce. Ay, ay, ay. I keep turning it to low instead of high. Do I need to turn? Probably that stove is going to keep. There we go, simmering. Awesome. I'll probably put in at least 1 ounce, maybe 2 ounces of cheese. I like to put a little on top too. I have this teeny tiny little saucepan. Oh my heavens. It's not covering the fire enough. I feel like I'm burning up. Needed to thicken up just a bit. There we go. That's getting thicker. We might not have to use all this. Just a little bit more cheese. Yay, this is hot. Okay. Pour this creamy sauce over our enchiladas. Oh, I didn't do very good. Let me get that. Come on, I'm using a whisk. I hope I didn't break it. It didn't get that hot. It's a little gross. Oh no, that's going to be a mess to clean up. That's better. Kind of embarrassed about those lumps. It looks like cottage cheese. Rushing. That's what happens. Okay, here is my green onions to decorate it up. And some crispy onions to make it awesome. I'm gonna let them cool a little bit before I taste it. Let's take just a short break so it can cool, okay? When we come back, that way I won't get a mouthful of seared flesh. There we go. Welcome back. I let these cool down a little bit and I'm ready to give them a taste. So these are our Philly Cheesesteak Enchiladas. Oh heavens, I think I'd do better with a knife, but if I fit all this in my mouth, I couldn't talk for 5 minutes. Let's give it a little taste. Mm-mm. Mm. I don't know what fell out of it. They are yummy. But I feel like probably just as messy as a sandwich. But if I had a knife, that would be a lot easier. But it's got that great Philly cheesesteak flavor. And I love having the sauce on top, even though it looks a little bad. The cream cheese didn't melt all the way. I love the crispiness of the tortilla. It's worth it. Only 8 minutes, really, 5 to 7 minutes in the oven, so at 400. So what could be easier than that? How about if you give it a try, and don't forget to join us next time on Local Flavor.